The word toxic is usually used to describe poisonous things, but recently it's managed to find its way into mainstream dialogue, taking the use of describing bad relationships with people. Now, most people have experienced a toxic relationship with someone at some point. I experienced it firsthand, and I found ways that were healthy to cope and deal with the situation at hand. When I was a sophomore, I depended on someone for emotional stability throughout my entire high school experience. It took a lot to help me overcome everything after it was over, and what did help was my parents, my job, and myself. My parents taught me about codependency and life lessons that were important fundamentals of growing up. For example, having friends. In my relationship, I was isolated, and that was always hard for me to feel attached to others, so having them there for moral support in my decisions was appreciated. My job became a source of comfort as well because I had requested more hours. Busy season was approaching, so I was preoccupied a lot of the time. It also helped my mindset to do something to feel independent. My coworkers supported me and kept me busy during my job. My work ethic increased, and I was able to harness all the extra energy into my tasks. I developed a sense of responsibility. Balancing my work with my schooling became more obtainable without having to balance a full-time relationship as well. Having my parents' support along with the responsibility of my job helped me form a healthier routine and made me realize that I was my biggest strength. After my breakup, I had a terrible sleep schedule. I'd wake up at 8 a.m., go to bed at 4 p.m., At some point, I'd even black out in my sleep because I was absolutely exhausted. I took up some bad habits as well afterwards, like drinking energy drinks every day. I was drained, mentally and physically. It seemed like nothing was going to change. Eventually, I cut it off and endured the day without any caffeine at all. Then I found new interests. I often game in my free time where I virtually meet new people to chat with, and that's a whole other community that I've opened myself up to. I made time for myself and started to take drives where I listened to music to soothe whatever bad emotion I had been feeling. I also took up painting again. Beforehand, I'd use it as a scapegoat for my negative feelings, but now I've turned it into something positive that I like doing. It helps increase my imagination and my creativity. There are many healthy things that you can indulge in when you've gone through a hard time. I became who I am today, a much stronger person. My confidence is restored, I have healthy relationships, and I'm at a much better place. If you've dealt with something similar, I understand how it can be to dig yourself out of an emotional rut. Cheers to personal growth and perseverance.